Hi everybody, it's Erin from ePapery and welcome back to the channel. Today I haven't done a haul video in a while and I just got a shipment, my first order from Temu, which is an online retailer very similar to, it looked very similar to me to like AliExpress. So anyway, but before we get into that, if you are into junk journaling, paper crafting, thrifty and vintage hauls, and all of the best tips, tricks, hacks, and techniques for your crafting journey, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, because we are going to have some fun here. So let me get into this. There's a lot of stuff in here. I went just a little bit crazy, and if you hear a dog whining in the background, that would be my daycare dog, Holly. She likes to be the center of my world. So here, baby girl, come here. Come here. You can lay down right there. So she's not always liking it when I come down to the studio. So, but trust me, she's had everything she needs. So let's get into this. So, first item that I purchased was several different color sets of these. These are watercolor dot stickers. And I thought these were cool. A neat idea. So, there's one more. Here we go. They're just little dots of color, but they're kind of translucent. So if you're looking for something just to add a little bit of, just a little bit of interest, and you don't want to pull out the watercolor paints, this might be a great option. So I ordered several colors of those. Excuse me. And those are a yes for me. This was something that I ordered out of the makeup selection, thinking that this might be kind of a fun ink blender. And I love the tip on it. It's nice and spongy. It's nice and round. I'm not going to get any sharp edges with it. Unfortunately, though, this is kind of a site where, sometimes you're going to get what you pay for. And I paid next to nothing for this. I think, everything here is pretty much less than $1. Or, very, very, I don't think I spent over $5 for pretty much anything in here. But the handle came busted. So will I use it? Yes, I will probably just duct tape around this so I don't get caught on anything. Will I order it again? Not likely, but we'll see if I fall in love with the ink blending capabilities of the tool as it is. So I'm going to set that over in my little toolbox and get rid of that. Hi, sweetheart. Hi. Hi. You going to see what's going on over here? All right. Next out of the bag were several different varieties of shaped paper clips. So I got some of these heart ones. Let me take them out of the bag just in case they're a little too so hearts in gold and hearts in rose gold or copper. I also got I haven't opened these yet. Treble clefs in black and treble clefs in more of a brassy gold. Oh, come on now. Oh, they're tangled. I'm going to set that group aside, and there we go. Treble clefs in brassy gold. And treble clefs also in a multicolor selection. Just thinking these are a very fun, quick way to add some interest to some pages. or to clip some, clip some ephemera to a page or to a pocket or, whatever, without any extra decoration. But, I can still add like a little dangle or something to these. I can add some beads or whatever. So I'm just going to empty these into my happy little paper clip bin here while we're doing this, so I don't have a big organization task once we're done shooting here. Sorry, bear with me. There we go. Thank you. All right, setting those aside. I got a stencil or mask for use with, well, you know what we use stencils for, but primarily I was thinking jelly plating, but also stenciling on pages, etc. But this was very inexpensive. It's also very thin. It's probably not going to last forever. I'm going to have to be pretty careful with it. But I liked it that it could pretty much transition into any aesthetic or style that I want to do. So I thought that was good. Let's see here. I got these 3 pads of like scrapbookish paper. They're 6x6 pads. And now I am very careful about buying certain things from these sites because these types of sites are notorious for stealing artwork from artists like myself. So you'll notice I did not buy any journal kits or, anything like that. I did buy some stickers, but it's stickers with vintage graphics versus anything, like they had Flower Fairies stickers available and stuff. I did not purchase those because I'm going to guess that those are not officially licensed and the money is probably not going back to the artist. So anywho. But one set of papers that I got was the ink drops. They're alcohol inky. But they're not super heavyweight, but they're a really nice weight paper. They're printed in kind of a satiny matte manner. They're very vibrant. So I'm happy with the quality of this, and I will be using those. The next pack that I got was wall textures. So this is brick and plaster types of things. So and again, these turned out really, really well. I thought those were great. And I even like just these little cover sheets. Like I can cut these up, and use those for scrap busters or what have you. And the final one is this wood texture pack. So just like it says, wood textures, and I got it backwards. So I've got some wood floors, I've got some chippy paint and, wood grain and things like that. I love this one. Look at this green one with chippy paint. It's awesome. So happy with those. Those are a yes from me. So setting these aside. Next up, I got some things. Okay, so these were some of the stickers that I bought. So these are, it doesn't say exactly what the product was on Temu, but these were basically like little tiny little vintage ephemera labels and tags and things like that. But they're stickers, they're washi stickers. So those I thought were really cute. There's some little butterfly, this one is kind of like more cottagey, naturey, shabby chic vintage kind of style, but still pretty transitional to whatever. And then this set is, these are images from paintings and sculptures and stuff that are older, that are vintage, and some other things. So I thought these were really cool too, and would look really awesome in some collage work or on tags and things like that. But I loved the size for these because they're small. All too often I order stickers and they're pretty large. And I like large stickers. They have their place, but sometimes you need something small. And so to be able to find something in that small size was really nice. Now, I know from watching other haul videos and other people who've ordered, you know, stickers from these types of sites and stuff, sometimes the backings are hard to get off. So we shall see if I come up with any great hacks for getting the backing off of these. I will let you know as I use these. But yeah, so far these are a yes from me. I think the images are great. They're printed, you know, very nicely. I like the size. I like the variety. I like the amount that came in the package for the price I paid. You know, just excellent value for the money as far as I'm concerned. So those are a yes from me. Let's see here. Let's get those piled back in. Incidentally, Mom also ordered a small order from Temu, and she ordered some different things than I did. And it was her bringing her stuff over for me to take a look at that kind of prompted me to go out there and just kind of take a look around, because I was impressed with what she got. So this... There we go. Some gold daisy lace. As you know, Mom and I tend to cut lace up. And this came, I don't even know how many yards is on this sucker, but I want to, it's probably like 5 yards, I want to say. 4.8 yards. Boy, I was close. So I could use this as, you know, certainly in a row to embellish something, but I can also cut these daisies off and either use them daisy on a stem or just a daisy bloom or just the, you know, the leaves on something. So I could get a lot of use out of this. So that I felt was a good purchase. And then I've been eyeing these up from various sources for quite a while. These wooden buttons, kind of bohemian themed, colorful. And I finally just decided, since I was putting this order in here and they had them, why not? I'm going to go ahead and order them. So this is the package that I got. They've come in a variety of sizes. If you're worried about the thickness, they are roughly 1 millimeter thick. So this is, you know, there's quite a few in there for not too much. The colors are absolutely gorgeous. I could still stain those if I wanted to even grunge those up or make them more vintage or get those to blend in with something else, what have you. The holes are a nice size. They're not too big, not too small. I'm going to be able to easily get any kind of thread I want through there. So those are a yes for me as well. Yep, I dumped them out and now I can't get them back into the... I should have... Erin, you should have thought about that. Let's see what we can come up with here. Let's see if this is disastrous or not here. Nope, that's not going to be strong enough. Well, empty box. Here we go. All right, that one gets out of the way. All right, next. Yes, I'm still going. I got this watercolor palette. I did not have any metallic watercolors, and I did not want to spend a ton of money. Watercolors can go from very, very inexpensive to very, very expensive. So I wanted something that, you know, was less expensive, but, you know, did the job and gave me a decent amount of colors to work with. So as you can see, this is a really good size palette. It's 36 colors. It comes with a pencil, a small liner brush, and a water brush. So just the water brush alone, you know, that was a nice, a nice add, and an eraser and a little sponge thing over here. But I would probably end up just taking this palette apart and magnetizing the backs of these pans. So that I could fit, because the palette is actually a score all on its own, and I can put even more half pans of watercolors in the same palette. So I'm pretty excited about that. Have not played with these yet, so I don't know, you know, in terms of the quality of the pigments or anything like that. But as junk journalers, we're not typically looking for, you know, fine art quality. You know, pigments and stuff from our paints. So I think from a junk journaling perspective, these are going to be just fine. I will test them out to see if I would use them from like a fine art perspective. But I think from a crafting perspective, they're going to be awesome. And like I said, they're so pretty to look at just in the palette. So I'm excited. So we'll give these a play later and see what they're like. But so far, I love the quality of the palette, the tin palette that they came in, and the accessories that they came with. So that is a yes from me as well. All right, so this item, oh, okay, yeah, this was my dud, one of them. So these I ordered because they were like a drill, and what I thought from the listing is that these were like a battery operated drill. That's a small size that I could keep in the studio so that I could drill through things like, say, you know, a domino or a pop cap, or, you know, something to make into a bead, or a, you know, a dangle or something like that. They are not. And then I thought, well, are they spring loaded so that you push down on it and it, you know, no, they're not. They're really are just like you twist it yourself and it drills the hole. So not exactly what I was looking for. This was one of my more expensive items. I think by the time I was done, I paid probably like $12 for this. So my tip to you, read the listing very carefully. I did get some drill bits out of this. So, you know, for $12, I got some, you know, I got a variety of drill bit sizes. My dad says he has like an old hand operated drill that he will give me for the studio so that I'll at least get use out of the drill bits. But this item was a no from me. That was a big disappointment. Let's see. I got several sets of stamps. Now I know that it's possible these might have gotten, you know, taken from another artist too, but it's harder for me to tell on those. So I kind of just, you know, hope for the best. I don't buy anything that it literally looks like it was ripped off from Tim Holtz or anybody, you know. But anyway, I got one embossing folder that just kind of has this, you know, dotty lined, you know, look to it. I got, move these. I will open these so that you can see them without the glare of the packaging, if you will allow me the time. Hi, sweetie. So we've got, oops, that's not gonna, we've got this one that's kind of like, it's almost like a group of, you know, dandelions that have cottoned out, you know, gone to seed. Gone to seed is probably the proper term, cottoned out. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, all right. We've got this one, which I thought was cool. I'm always attracted to sunbursts and starbursts and things like that. So I thought this one was really neat. And I could see, you know, using this, I could see using this on the jelly plate as well. And there's got some like nice little small ones just to make some accents on some things. So that one I'm excited about. This one has some birds. Come on. On branches. So we've got, you know, 3, 4, and 5 birds on a branch. So useful. This one has some, you know, it's like a fairy set, but it had some trees. I don't do fairies a whole lot, even though I'm into fantasy and kind of witchy themes and things like that, but magical stuff. But I don't really do fairy themes a whole lot. But so I don't know how much use I'll get out of that, but we'll see. I might surprise myself, but mostly I was looking at this from the perspective of I get some really cool trees, and I get dandelion seed and a cute little flower, and I get a stag. That's what I wanted, was the deer. The deer in the trees, because nature more than anything is going to attract me. So yes, my dear. Oh, Holly. Yeah. This one I thought was so cool. I'm wrestling with this, and it is freezing in the studio today, so my fingers are like numb with cold. Hi, baby girl. What's the matter? Are you cold? You can go upstairs. I think I left the gate open. Yes, you shivering. You shivering. Okay, yeah. Edison light bulbs. In a small one, a larger one, 2s, a 3, and a string of lights. So a great variety. I was like, yay. I thought that was really cool because I'm a little bit steampunky. And just for vintage aesthetic and stuff, I thought that was really neat. So anywho. Yes, my love. Yes, my love. Yeah, I know. I know. We'll finish this one up and then we'll go upstairs. Yeah, okay. This one is just like a bunch of vintagey ephemera stuff all smooshed together into a great background stamp. You know. So there you go. Like I said, I bought that mostly as like a background or for on the jelly plate and stuff. This is another one that I bought, again, mostly for background and accent pieces or for the jelly plate. It's got more of like a more of a mixed media feeling to it, or almost like an archetype. It's got like kind of a I'm not sure what to call, like it's got we've got dragon scales, or we've got fish eggs, caviar, or maybe stone and bubbles. And then we've got like some architectural features and lace and flowers. So it's kind of a mishmash of things, but it's all great textures and stuff. So I think I was, you know, excited for that. And then this one has got some just lady faces. Lady faces with some quotes. She is unstoppable. She believed she could, so she did. She decided she was worth it, you know. Not like super into sentiments either, but I will probably use those. So, so there, those are. I'll just pop those into my stamp area for now. Okay. 2 cutting implements. I had been looking for a new set, a new fussy cutting scissors. I typically use, see if I can find them. I typically use embroidery scissors like this. But after a long session, these holes are a little bit small. And so I was hoping to find something like this with a nice sharp point, but in just a slightly bigger size. So I found these. These are a nice quality scissor. I love the size of the finger holes. They're very comfortable. You could even, like, there's so much room in these suckers, you could even like put a cushion on those. They're a little stiff is my complaint. And they are just like slightly serrated. So if you like that, these would be great. I tend to like to kind of glide my scissors a little bit. So I don't so much like the serration, but I did cut some pieces out with these scissors, and they did a pretty decent job. Here's a more detailed one. They did a pretty decent job. So those are a yes from me. I will be keeping them. I will be using them. You know, those are a yay. This thing. I have seen these things on commercials, and maybe it's just that I bought like the cheapo knockoff version. These are one of those things where, you know, it's got a blade on it, and you kind of go do 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 do. And here's the thing. First of all, it comes with these extra blades, which I cannot switch out because I cannot detach this blade from the handle. So once this one goes dull or I need a different size, you know, it's not working. Secondly, it doesn't swivel. It's supposed to swivel, but it's so stiff. It doesn't swivel very well. So I find it very clunky to use. Now I did use it. And I cut out this dog. You know, she's usable yet. But she's pretty rough. She's pretty rough. And if you look at the paper that I cut her out of, like, yeah, there's just, you know, you can tell. And then I tried to like start in on something more detailed, like the stag's antlers there. Yeah, no. And really, like I said, this wasn't even like swiveling around. It was just like, I was basically just dragging the blade along, and it doesn't glide very nice, either. It's just tearing up the paper. So I can do miles better with my X-Acto knife, than this, and it's way easier to use. So this is a no for me. I'm probably just going to throw this in the trash, unfortunately, because I just don't see me using this. Go upstairs if you want to go upstairs. So that's just going in the trash right now. But the scissors are a yay. Those are staying. So there you go. All right, we're down to the last few items here. And then I will relieve poor Holly of her of her obligation to be down here in the studio. My goodness. Let's see, those are just pieces of trash. Oh yeah, these were extra pieces of fussy cutting that I did with the scissors. So as you can see, I was able to get pretty detailed. All right. Holly has lost her tolerance for being down in the studio. So we're, hi, sweetheart. Yes. Oh, you unplugged my light. There we go. Okay. So we're going to hurry up through this. So I've got this blower. Works pretty well. It's probably not going to be as good as like a, the other more expensive ones, but I think for my purposes, cleaning some dust up, moving some alcohol inks around, doing some quick little drying on some items in a more local, I'm so distracted, local spot, I think it's going to work great. So that's a yes from me. And put that in my little tool area. This I got out of the makeup area, and it's a blending brush. So I thought the price for this was pretty decent. It's a good size. They did have a few different sizes available. The bristles are nice and dense through here. They're nice and soft. They seem to be in there, pretty tightly. And it also came with this cover. So, for whatever that's worth, but I don't know if I'm able to like mount this cover onto something and then, I don't know, but and it's got a nice comfortable handle too. So this is a yes for me. I will be utilizing this for stenciling and blending. And finally, I think this is the last item. Yep. These were just all of the random stickers that I bought. So these are some tarot card stickers, and they kind of came in a couple of different aesthetics, which I thought were fun. There's some kitty ones. There's the pie. They're just kind of fun. So there was a big, pretty big stack of those. This was another, I think these both came in the same set. So those were kind of more fun. I think these are slightly more traditional or more like a vintage aesthetic. Like these are kind of more the traditional Rider-Waite style. The caffeinate. Okay, some of these are a little bit more tongue-in-cheek, but so just fun for my own collage work and stuff. I don't know how much I'll be using those on journals for sale, but let me know if you like a funkier aesthetic, because I'm always a little bit intimidated because it seems like everybody else does the vintagey, shabby chic and stuff like that, and I feel like I can't be myself in the junk journaling world. So anyway, this one was a package of like more celestial themed or space stuff, but it's vintage. So, and I'm a sucker for celestial and astronomy and astrology themed stuff. am actually gearing up to do a journal in that theme, hopefully in the next few months, but we'll see. I've got a couple that I need to complete before I embark on that one. So, but I was kind of thinking of that journal when I put these in my cart. So, and then this set was what caught my eye was the Alphonse Mucha artwork. Excuse me. And this was like a large book full of like paper. So there are Mucha. There is Mucha artwork in there, but there's also other just vintagey, collagey pieces in there, just ephemera bits. And when you get to the center here, they're printed on vellum. So then there's vellum bits, and then it goes back to paper again. So, and I mean, look how thick that is. There's a lot in there. So, yeah, fun. That'll be a lot of fun to play with. So, I thought that was, again, the value for the money is good. I like the quality of the paper and everything. So, all good things. So yeah, that was my first purchase from Temu. That's my review of the products that I got. I definitely think it's just kind of a be careful what you buy. I definitely feel like the stationery, the papers, the stickers, and things are worth it. Some of the other items are a little questionable at times. So just be cognizant of the fact that, sometimes you get what you pay for, and be prepared for that fact. And, don't set your expectations too high, but there can be some great items to be found and some great deals. So that is my take on Temu. For what it's worth, if you like haul videos, let us know in the comments, and let us know if there's a retailer that you've been trying out that you think you'd like to see us do a review on, and we'll get that put together for you. All right, everybody, that's it for me. I better get Holly upstairs before she combusts. So I'll see you soon. Bye.